As always, salute, brothers. Please forgive me because I messed up. I got two heavy hitters coming through. One, the good brother Mike Reed, and also the good brother No News Podcast. We're gonna chop it up for a hot second and just talk about this good old blue collar business that we are heavily involved in. So, with no delay, let me bring up these distinguished gentlemen. First off, good brother Mike Reed. You are added, sir.
Thank you, good brother. What's happening?
Not too much. And the good brother No News Podcast. 1 second. Hmm. Month and I bring them up. That's weird. Like it's full of technical issues. Wow.
Yeah,
It's not.
life is like that sometimes.
I'm literally seeing. He dropped. What the hell? Okay. All right.
Sometimes it bees like that.
No news. Just hit me. And let me know what you need me to do, bro. Or resend the link or something. I mean, that's crazy.
No, that's all right. I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to find. I'm supposed to be live as well,
At this.
linked up with your chat. Yeah. So
All right.
working on it, learning.
All right. No news. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. There it is. Thank everyone.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what's up with my. All right, let me do that right there. There we go. Perfect.
Yo, I say it all the time. Like I don't know how. Machismo. I know you're gonna pop in and see this at some point. I don't know how the hell you do it, champ. Because this and make it look seamless, bro. Because this is it's work. It's
Bro,
actual work.
bro, I can tell you a little bit how he does it, but he has his own flair to it. Man, what the hell? All of a sudden, I can't hear anything.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's like your mic muted.
There.
But yeah, I can tell you a little bit about how he does it. And I was saying, like, he has his own flair to it. He's a lot better at editing than I am, so I can't really dive too far into it.
Oh yeah, he's hellified with editing.
Oh
Yo,
yeah.
he makes everything look seamless. I swear for God, looking like damn in amazement. But I wanted to bring all three of us up here, um, just to talk about the blue collar trades and what what you can obtain out there working in them. Because oftentimes we make more than the white collar do, but there's been a lot of down talk in certain spaces about the blue collars. And I know me and for both me, No News, me and Mike, we've talked about it in the background. But at the end of the day, we pretty much we make a hell of a lot amount of money in comparison. But there's still that negative stigma that's attached to it. If you're blue collar, you must be uneducated. And the whole time, I know for Mike and myself, I came from corporate America and then jumped into this right here, you know, and Mike did as well,
Oh yeah.
you know. No News came from the military and jumped into what he's doing now, and obviously, being a trained person, he's not going to just pick some bullshit. No, no, no. No News came on and he came into the trades, and first thing he said was electrical. So yeah, electrician right here. There's a
Mm-hmm.
that negative stigma that kind of hangs over the head of the blue collar workers. It ain't real. That is not real. Mm-mm. But having you brothers on a panel just to chop it up real quick and talk about business and how business is
Oh yeah.
going is important for the
Okay.
rest of the brothers out there. But go ahead, I'll back up. Y'all going.
Let me speak on the negative stigma for a second. Like I'm only 41, about to turn 42. Back when I was in school, let's see, high school, I started in 96 in high school. They were already talking about this college prep, and they were beginning to phase out a lot of the trades and stuff like that you went to school for. We had automotive, carpentry, auto body, uh, the hairstylist thing for the females and all that, nursing, early childhood development, and a bunch of different trades that you could have went into. And I would learn later, 10, 15 years later when I had kids, that all that stuff is gone. So they replaced trades with college prep, and they kind of setting our kids up for failure. It's like they don't want you to compete with their children, and they took all these valuable skills away from us, and it kind of just disappeared. This is swept under the rug. And I'll land my plane there.
Oh yeah, I can completely agree with you on that one. The first thing is that nobody wants to talk about how unstable it is in corporate America. Nobody, they talk about sweeping up under the rug. I mean, when I went to school to open up airlines, I was one of the top 5 people in the country you would go to if you wanted to get an airline up and running. And then airlines come and go just like that. What's up, 63 Impala? What's happening, brother? Airlines come and go, man. A lot of these corporate jobs, they come and go. You had your people used to work for Enron, stuff like that, come and go, and there's just so many different corporate jobs you get, and next thing you know, that sucker's gone. And right now, when you look on YouTube, there's a whole segment of YouTube that don't do anything else other than talk about, I've got a degree in marketing or I got a degree in tech and I can't find a job. So, yeah, I don't understand why they want to push something that really is, is really falling apart. Is really faltering because there's no stability. There's no stability, and that's why I went into the blue collar. And I'll land my plane there.
You know what I find amazing? I'm around the same age as the brother No News, and I remember when they told, I had a counselor tell us like, yeah, shop, yeah, y'all be the last ones. They were getting rid of it, and they were sweeping all the trades, the school as far as schooling for it, out. I remember that, but even after I hit corporate America, bro, that was the most treacherous thing, bro. It was the fighting inside the base was worse than the fighting outside the base, because the corporate America job was the one that landed me in, in the middle of a hellhole, being Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? But keeping my position there, as a SME for that particular department, I had to fight for it every damn day. It was treacherous. Then the return, but bro, people were quitting. They were landing like hell, and I quit right then and right there. So
Contractor, man, that's funny you should say that, because like Boeing was doing those contracts with the government back in the day, like after the towers fell and all that. Man, Boeing was doing them contracts heavy. Boeing, IBM, all those think tank contracts.
Yeah, don't forget
But
Raytheon and Northrop Grumman.
Yep, Northrop Grumman. Yep. Because I got a friend I went to high school with. He went to go work for the weapons of mass destruction. So he, and that's just all those NTE, not to exceed contracts. It was just so unstable. I never did none of those, but I was involved with dealing with those people. So I definitely know what Contractor's talking about when it comes to that one.
bro, you had Raytheon, You had spinoffs like
Boeing. Yeah.
you spinoffs like Black Dragon. You had spinoffs like oh my God, I can't remember what.
You had Lockheed Martin.
Yep, yep, yep.
Um,
But all I kept seeing was one person on base would be in charge, then turn around. In a few months, they're gone, he or she's gone, and then it's someone else. So the whole thing was treacherous. I'm like, or I could just do what I do, and get out here and work for myself, be an electrician, be a service provider myself. There's way more stability in the blue collar trades and fields than there are in corporate America. From that's just my perspective. You ain't got to worry about saying the wrong words, or if you bust your knuckles on some cursing, God damn, shit, fuck. And then
Ah,
after that, you get fired. You ain't got to worry about all that.
yeah.
You are left alone. You know what I mean? Versus sitting in the office in a cubicle and in cubicle hell all day.
Cubicle hell. Hell yeah.
You don't want to be around. And that skill set might, like, to be able to start a airline up, spin it up like that. That ain't common, family. That ain't common. But to leave that for appliance repair, that says a lot. You know what I mean? It says like, yeah, nah. You found out quick that someone right, something in the milk wasn't clean, and then you made a
Oh,
choice.
yeah, it's well that that industry will make a choice for you, man. It's pretty much down to like 5 domestic carriers, man. So they kind of killed that. You used to in this country, you used to be able to open up an airline. And we were on another podcast, and people didn't even realize that they were like Hooters Air. So there were so many airlines at one point in time, but they put the kibosh on all that.
See, there it is. The At the end of the day, being able to be self-sufficient, going out here into the wild and be able to keep what you feel, uh, as far as business goes, is important. Most people don't have that skill set, but it's something that a lot of people used to have. And um, I got the gift of gab. If you don't shut me up, then I won't shut up. So I'll talk to anybody.
oh, nah, you good? I was trying to pull something up real quick.
So when it comes to talking to people about contracts, services, so on and so forth, I go forever because I'm trying to secure that deal, right? I
Hmm.
reckon that's a skill set that not everyone has. There's a certain amount of fear there, but what's more scary? You not talking to that person, or you being stuck in cubicle hell from now until, and
Hmm.
whatever happens to you happens to you. You taking orders for someone from someone else that you know is really beneath you for real, because you know more than they do. They do. They just have the right family connections.
Hmm.
You
Nepotism.
know,
Yeah.
that exactly nepotism. Me and Mike were talking about that earlier, as far as some other places. But in the
Hmm.
trade, I know that exists heavily. Um, to name a few companies, well, no, I can't say it.
Yeah, but nobody got that nepotism as bad as the government.
Yep, true.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yep.
bad. Don't even look at the post office. Don't look at the post office, man.
What was that called? The FBI, friends, brothers, in-laws.
Yeah. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's how they get down. That's how they get down with all that.
But
Well,
back to what you were saying, contractor, about how everything moved away from trades. I've been digging into Chat GPT, trying to figure out where it all started, and when they started removing the stuff from the schools. Like you said, they don't want us to be self-sufficient, because if
Right.
you have enough people owning businesses, they don't really need the government. You have a bunch of workers and producers. You don't have a bunch of constituents just sitting still, kind of how they have it now. everybody's begging for a job, begging for money, when people were self-sufficient back in the 80s, making stuff happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right.
No, real shit, real shit. Um, they don't want you to be self-sufficient. They want you to be codependent on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what I gained from it. And if you, because of my skill set, I can go out here and I can bid a job. Me and Mike were talking. I shared I got a hit. It's not even electrical. It's just like some like normal regular stuff where you just set up a display case, and it's nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
I shared that with Mike, and I'm like, yo. Mike was like, but bro, it's seasonal. I'm like, good point. But I can
Mm-hmm.
still add that in to my work routine. When you're
Well, if you
willing
don't,
to hunt it for yourself, bro, this shit feels so
mm-hmm.
much than just waiting on a check.
Well,
Just
if you don't mind, can I explain it a little better?
yes, sir.
All right, all right. So, what Contractor's talking about is is you have your product displays. So whenever you go into any mall in America, you go into Best Buy, you go into hell, they have in Home Depot and Lowe's. Anytime they have a product display, let's just say it's Nest. It's a Google Nest product display in a Home Depot. They in turn would go to Contractor and say, hey, look, we need you guys to set up this display. All the materials are going to be shipped to the location. We need you to show up and then put everything together. Now, it don't have to be Contractor, but it's his account. And so he can always have his own team go over there, and then they would set up the forms. It's like putting together IKEA furniture. And so you put together the forms, and then nowadays they have the LED lighting, and then you're actually putting tablets with these so that they can actually watch a little quick video or interact, just like at a not a main event. What's the game? GameStop. Just like how GameStop has those. You can you have the set where you have the games already playing, and they got the screen locked in there. That's the same. That's the same thing. And right, Walmart. Yeah, and just like No News said, yeah, Walmart has the display. So all of these retail centers, they'll have those displays, and someone has to put those together. And it's not the employees of those facilities; it's someone else, like Contractor over here.
It's
So
so
that's about it. I'm gonna step away.
it's so much money out here in the market that can be gained if you just simply decide to pick up a pair of tools and learn a skill. Um, to quote, learn a trade. Learn a trade, God damn it! Like this shit, it's not that damn hard.
Yeah.
And one of the well, you know, over on the main channel, we preach a freedom doctrine more so. And I'd rather be out here hunting my own than depending on a bi-weekly check. Nah, damn that. That's why bringing you on, Mike, was hella important to me because I'm like, yo, you have. I ain't gonna lie, big bro, you damn near got the secret sauce. Like you got the formula right there, and you give away so much good information, but people are oftentimes afraid of that, of applying it, the application of it. But there has to come a time where you can't be scared no more, and you just got to get out there and start talking to people, meeting them, greeting
Oh
them,
yeah.
walking up to them, talking to them, so on and so forth.
Let me see
And
how I can put this up here. Hey, can you put up some of the comments from like from Darius? I don't know if you can see it.
you see, Darius,
There we go. So yeah, he completely I've completely forgot about mentioning Sam's Club. So yeah, man. I try to put that information out there, but right, look, man, those jobs are nationwide. Those jobs that the Contractor got. I mean, that's at Macy's, that's at Target, CVS, anywhere, anywhere that they're selling a product, and they want to, you know, have a matching display. You know, they already sent out the prefab kit, and they need somebody to put it together.
Well, having the gumption to get started is one part, but also believing that you can actually do. I think that's what a lot of our brothers struggle with. That part right
Mm-hmm.
there. That part. Because you can lead a horse to water all day, but you can't make them drink. And getting past that initial fear of starting and really jumping into it and putting your all into it. A lot of people they have that, but
Yeah.
that's something that all three of us have gotten past.
Well,
Damn, yeah,
be honest with you, it's the female in their life.
damn, yeah.
Facts.
More times than not, it's that woman. Oh no, no, don't do that. You better go back and work that job, even if it's a driver for Office Depot. Go ahead and get that job. Office Depot is another one. They closing left and right. Go and get that job. You know where your money coming from. You know, they just be like that sometimes.
Yeah, facts. My brother was like that. When I tried to get him to the trades, it was that female in his ear who he's about to marry. That's another story. And she was in his ear like, don't do this, don't do that. And I was in his ear like, why would you work for less money? Like my 8 hours is worth more than yours. You was making what, 20 something dollars an hour, and at the time I was making 50. And I was like, it's a no brainer. You can do more with the resources you can gather if you just take the damn training program. And then
Yep.
he went to like like out here where I'm at, they have low volt electricians where they only do anything up to about half a watt or whatever, network cables and stuff like that. And I'm doing, high voltage. I'm like, dude, make the switch. You're gonna be disappointed
Mm-hmm.
when you top out at $40 and I'm sitting at 72. he's mad as
Mm-hmm.
hell right now. But the female in his life, like you said, told him
Yeah.
she don't want him doing anything dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's usually the number one hindrance. That's every time every time I hear back from somebody that might want to, jump out there and maybe leave a corporate job or something like that. That's what's typically holding them back. Yeah, that's LED. That's LED handyman. He a trip.
No, no, real shit. Like you have companies out here that like for the last ones that I inquired about when I asked you about them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I set my price with them at $1.50 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
When they call me, they already know you got to pay me $1.50 per mile. You got to pay me 150 per hour. These things are real. These things are tangible, and that's
Oh yeah.
outside of the contracts that I bid by my goddamn self. Where I'm like, nah, flat rate, give me that, or give me this. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I see I already had a functional business model that I was working off of, and then I incorporated a lot of the stuff that you were talking about, where the phone it never stops ringing.
Oh
It
no.
never stops ringing. So, be it MVP or be it what's the name of the damn company?
Con or
App. Like I
anyone.
always coming through. Period. And it makes the most sense. And yet again, the female in the life, or just getting past that fear. That fear. Yeah, y'all can do it. You can do it. I sent a
Oh yeah.
screenshot to no news of some weekly earnings a little while ago, and I was like, yeah, this is what I made, bro. And it was like Wednesday. It was a Wednesday.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that was a lot.
Bro.
I was low key jealous, but like, I got obligations, so I can't just jump off into it. I'm like, oh, I wish.
Well, and then,
Bro,
hey, the numbers can always be better. That's the thing. The numbers can they get much better. They get
they
much
do.
better when
They
you
do.
get when you add on more proficiency, the numbers get much better.
Fam, because of what I got from you, Mike, I'm not gonna lie to you. Last week, this week I ain't done shit. I've been sitting back chilling. The last week I didn't do shit from my week starts from Sunday up until Saturday. Last
Okay.
week I didn't do a damn thing from Sunday up until Wednesday. I cranked 4 grand, bro. And that was
Oh
off
yeah.
of the advice that you gave me that I implemented into my business. And that
Well,
right
I am glad for that. Hey, that is how it's supposed to be. Everybody has the same. They have the same opportunities that you have. They got the same opportunities that you have. There's nothing. There's nothing to stop anybody from just going after it, just going and get it. And they're always afraid of this, oh, what if I only make this? What if I only make that? But they don't look at the fact that if they keep at it, they grind at it every day. They pick up that phone. They'll make more money in a week than what they normally would in a month. I got a kid that called me. Well, I called him kid. He was like 30. I'm 48. This young guy had called me and he said, "Oh man, I need so and so. I need a X amount of dollars a day." And he had no skills, no nothing. And I'm like, I said, I don't know, man. I said, I'll see what I can do for you. This brother ended up. He was supposed to call. I told him to call me every day to check with me to see, if I had some time to take him, to do some work, because I don't have any like heavy lifting work. Everything I do is intricate, skilled work. So the guy that gave him my number, he called me up the other day. He said, that guy I gave him your number. He said that dude's in jail. He said he couldn't come up with $600. He had 2 weeks to come up with $600 on child support or whatever the hell it was. He couldn't even come up with $600. And here Contractor saying he made what he made in a week, and that guy couldn't come up with $600.
big bro, I made that in like 4 days.
Yeah, that because nobody wants to get any blue collar skills. They call around looking for a job.
Yep.
Hey, Snowman.
Well,
That's important.
like what I've been doing, the first way when I first started my channel, I started showing brothers the scales and stuff like that. Cause like my background, like you said, was military. I did 22 years. I've always worked on electronics, so it only made sense for me to jump into electrical because that was the highest paying thing coming straight out of the military. I didn't want to go to college again. I already got a degree. I see the degrees are worthless. And judging from my friends from back east, they're not doing too well. And they got all that student loan debt. They can barely find a job or whatnot. So let me do something that's going to be around for a minute, something that's not going to go away. It's always going to be needed. And that's how I ended up in electrical. As far as I know everybody's trying to go green. If I go hook up a charger for somebody's Tesla in their house, I'm charging them $1,500 right off the rip.
Oh, no news. LED handyman is saying what branch?
Well, I was in
Because he's
Army.
Navy. Oh, you were in Army? Okay.
Oh yeah. So, like when it comes to stuff like that, like you said, the intricate skills get compensated. Always get compensated. It's a lost art. Everybody focused so much on college because back in the 90s, they said what $50,000 a year was great money. It's like the equivalent of what 100 grand today is. So everybody went to college, they flooded the market, and now these degrees ain't worth nothing. Go get a PhD, still ain't worth nothing. Like it's crazy. Like
and then they go back and get a second PhD.
Exactly. So when I talk to some of the people I know who have all these advanced degrees, and I'm like, well, this is what I make per hour. They're like, you shitting me? I'm like, dude, I can show you the scale right now. I got a pay stub. I'll send you a screenshot. Like, come on now. So y'all wasted y'all time on doing these things, going to school 10, 15 years, and y'all not making anything out of it. You know?
Oh yeah. No, not only that, but they heavily in debt, and they just doubling down. Well, as long as I go back to school, I don't have to pay this debt off. They plan on going back to school for the rest of their life. It's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts. And Snowman said he didn't finish college either, but he found what he loves to do.
And that's what's important. You know,
Yeah.
if you like what you do and it makes you a decent amount of money, stick with it. But don't go out there and become a psychologist thinking you're going to be Dr. Phil. There's only one Dr. Phil, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else I know is making barely scraping to what, 30,000 with that psychology degree.
Yeah, paying after they finish paying rent, then they got to pay for phone service, some kind of booking service, and then they only getting the money from their insurance when you have your 3 visits a year. Or I think they upped it to 5 now.
I'm not sure, but like it depends on how they work it. But
Or
in
is it still
certain
3?
states, in certain states, like they don't pay a whole lot for what we do. Just like, you know, on the blue collar side, they don't pay a whole lot on the East Coast as they do on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So it all depends on where you're at.
And Dre Dat, yeah, he's right about that. The biomedical equipment, it's a good field, and most of the guys that are in it are retiring on a daily basis. The guys that work on the CAT scan machines, the MRI machines, X-ray machines, all those guys are retiring.
Yep, that's a fact. You know, as I had a chance to work in several medical spaces, and hooking up all that equipment, it takes a lot. So for somebody to specialize in that, they barely want us to do it as, you know, high volt electricians. So for people that specialize in that, like there's ways to find out how to get into it. If y'all are in the audience and you stick around a bit, you'll learn a little bit how to get into it.
Yeah, because that is, I mean, you talking about a job where there's no competition. The medical equipment, you basically, I mean, if you working on Philips equipment or GE equipment, I mean, that's all you're doing is working on GE equipment all day, every day, hospital to hospital to hospital. You ain't doing nothing else.
Big bro, I watched a motherfucking company get put out of business temporarily. And then after that, permanently, because they fried
Oh no.
MRI machines. They were a major player. They were a major player in the DMV. And after that happened, gone, done. So you have to know what you're doing because you're talking about millions of dollars worth and component parts, all that. They have to be replaced it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Nah.
Nah, they must have not had their insurance up to par.
Yeah. Well, you know, those numbers add up real quick. Not just the equipment that's down, but the medical billing that they're doing. I mean, as soon as you go through that machine, that MRI machine, hey man, there's somebody damn near right behind you that they're putting through there, and that hospital is cranking out them bills. That is a money making machine when you got to go in there for your CAT scan or your MRI. You know, the cheapest machine you're gonna go to is an X-ray machine. Because those are, it's like what, $40, $50 a pop for an X-ray.
Oh yeah.
But now when it comes to that CAT scan or that MRI, that number is way up there. That's how they pad those medical bills. Oh, you see what Elo says right there?
That right there?
Yeah. Yeah, so those positions are, man, dude, those positions, they're hurting for people. They are hurting for people big time.
And they're not hard to work on. Like
No.
if you only knew what was in those machines, like the first time I got to run power to those and pipe all the, I was like, really? That's all it is? But we had
It's what, World War II? It's all World War II technology stuff.
if real, we had to sign an NDA. I was like, are you serious right now?
Yeah. Yeah, the X-ray, all that X-ray ain't been updated. Only thing that's really like, I mean, what, like CAT scan and MRI, but the rest of that stuff is really, really old school.
Mhm.
But they give you, all right, so when you're doing the work for GE, you got all the pieces you would possibly need. I equate it to like the oh man, what's it? Photocopier repairman.
Mhm.
So like when you're going out working for Philips, you go out working for GE, you got all the parts you need. They make sure you got everything, because those are really just contract jobs that they actually have a warranty on those pieces of equipment. And Siemens, yes, thank you. Siemens, yes. The Germans, yeah. So Siemens is big in medical equipment. GE, Philips, yes, sir. And there's
Yep.
a few others, but those are like the top players in the market.
Mhm. But it's hard to find that information on how to get to be an actual tech from these companies.
You know,
I mean, I know you can find the information, but
yeah.
man.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, it's something that you never really hear about.
Mhm.
You really got to run into one of them old cats. And dude, if you see an old guy with a tool bag cart, walking super slow, that's one of them guys. That's one of
Yeah.
them guys right there. All you gotta do is talk to him. You ain't gonna get him to shut up. If you
Mhm.
speak to him, you ain't gonna get that dude to stop talking to you.
And then what's the other thing? The chip companies. They
Mm,
were going around the country trying to get people to work in these damn chip factories. They're trying to bring it back here to the States. That's another
mhm.
job that brothers need to be on the lookout for, because I think they start at 100K.
Oh yeah. Well, they're doing something in Austin, Texas. I'm in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing something in Austin.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so something, I don't know, because Elon got his battery factory, and then they're doing some chip manufacturing. So
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff.
And up and down the West Coast, you had if I can remember the name of that company, Oculus was pretty big. I worked in their factory for a little bit, running some stuff for them. Um,
Hmm.
Damn, I can remember that chip factory. There's a couple contracts out in Oregon, California. They're trying to bring all that manufacturing back here because of what's going on with China and Taiwan and whatnot.
Yes, China
So
is crumbling.
yeah, definitely be on the lookout for those. Data centers are going to be pretty big. So if you have any network certifications and stuff like that, you can get into that.
Mhm.
If you don't want to go the route that we're trying to go by being on our own,
Yeah.
there's a lot of decent jobs out there to be had. So
Oh yeah. Well, LED handyman, I'm just mixing it up with these brothers here.
mm-hmm.
This is something you would kind of follow their channels. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
chiming in.
Yep.
I'm just chiming in on it. So
Yep.
I'm in the appliance part of stuff. So I
Mm-hmm.
take care of. I do the work for hospitals, but I do their dishwashers. I do the ovens, the steam tables, that kind of stuff. I have an account with a German manufacturer, and like they're supplying a large number of bedpan washers, that type of thing. Um, because they supply them in like the cancer wards. So none of that equipment actually leaves those rooms. Everything stays there. And so they have quite expensive equipment in rooms that are for burn units and rooms that are cancer patient rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't gotten into that because it's a hassle. When I first started my channel, I showed going into not Memorial Herman. It was oh man, Baylor College. I went to Baylor Medical School, and it's a hassle getting into these damn hospitals to do work. So that's why I haven't done any of that kind of stuff on my channel. All right, 63 Impala says you also heard that they would condemn operating table because they couldn't get the parts. All right, and now there are numerous rights to repair lawsuits because the manufacturer refused to sell the parts. On some of that, the parts weren't available, and so in order to get them to give them another table, because those operating tables are hundreds of thousands of dollars, in order to get them to give them another table, they had to sue them. And then once again, they were suing Philips, they're suing GE. It's the usual suspects on those. Elo, what does Elo say? It's too late for some of us old heads, but it's important to encourage young guys. All right.
Can I disagree with that statement?
I know. By all means.
Look. I work with some guys, right? The apprenticeship program that I went through to be a high volt electrician was, this is 5 years. We had guys that were like 55 years old going through the program because the benefits outweigh anything else they've ever done in their lives. Some of these guys were former electricians who did it on the non-union side, and they don't have a pension, so they got to work 15 years. It's better than nothing just to have a retirement. And you got
better
people
than
like
being
me,
a Walmart greeter.
Right, exactly. And you got a guy like me. I joined when I was like 37. You know what I'm saying? My body's all beat up from the 22 years of service I did. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm just about as old as the 60-year-old as far as, you know, carrying rucksacks, wearing all that body armor, going to combat, whatever. You're never too old. Like, there's so many young people that don't want to do these jobs and so much money in it because people don't want to do it. The guys that taught me are retiring. They're done. So you come along, the wages are going up because, like, we got a contract coming up right now. Like, we're at 72 and they're trying to push for 20 over 3 years. So by the time 3 years is up, we'll be at $100 an hour. I mean, too easy, right? I don't plan on staying on the union side forever, but I already got 2 pensions. I'm working on my 3rd. And if I can do, you know, the repair and stuff on the side, you know, I'm good. So you're never too old. Stack as much stuff as you can, earn as many skills as you can, and you're golden. You can't do that in the blue collar, in a white collar field.
No.
You're beholden to the people above you, and you better hope to and pray to God that somebody from the outside who has more qualifications than you doesn't come in and steal the supervisor spot you've been eyeing the whole time you've been working there. I know how it go.
Yeah. Well, these, for, you know, if you're like in your 50s, what you got to realize is you're only, I mean, all the same skills apply because these are my appliance people. All the same skills apply. You're still using your meter, right? It's all the same thing. You're dealing with a lot more 3-phase because 3-phase is easier on the equipment than all that switching with single phase. But you know, it's a lot of direct wire 3-phase stuff, but you gotta learn how to use your meter, and it's just the same thing. And it's all modules, and they're giving you the components. You're gonna have 5 of every damn part, and you got tech support. They're giving you training, so I don't see any reason for you to doubt yourself with upping your skills.
Well, I like Mike. I like what you said. Learn on it on their time and their dime. Like, there's I put it to you like this: for everything you don't know, you can learn right then, right there on the spot, and then get paid for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well, they have classes. They're not just shoving you out there into the world. They have classes already set up, and it's not like you're coming in fresh off the street. Hey, Mel, it's not like you're coming in straight off the street and you don't know anything. You already have the basics, and now they just making sure you're familiar with their particular pieces of equipment. That is it. That's all.
Yep.
Facts. Well, but yet again, it's still that that level of fear that I think a lot of people have about
Mm,
transition over into something new. But as an electrician, it ain't about nothing. It's easy. Let me do this.
yeah.
Let me do that. Boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for a drywall guy or a carpenter or hell, even an auto body mechanic, they may have more fear. Like,
That,
can I really do this?
well,
And
that's going to be a whole lot different than what working on this medical equipment. Because the average guy that's working on this medical equipment is in his 60s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, you got to see one of these guys. They just, it's like, damn. And they tell you, they say, hey, man, I'm trying to retire, but I don't have a replacement.
Exactly. And them checks start looking real good.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Uncle Charlie out there, but nah,
Mm-hmm.
it's it I get frustrated and I get tongue tied because it's like I see what's possible and I see the opportunity and like whenever I talk with y'all, we kick it about the opportunity, what's out there, what's available, so on and so forth. But
Mm-hmm.
inspiring people to jump out there and try it is hard as hell.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I got one, two, then my own voice added on here. It's like, nah, this is a moneymaker right here. And it's the low key moneymaker that will definitely put some paper in your pocket. You just have to be confident enough to go out there and try it. That way you can see for yourself. But a lot of what I experience oftentimes is there are people who are they let their fear take over and then they just don't move forward. But it'd be easy. It's like
Oh, yeah.
this is easy, man. It's hella easy. And letting Mike, I appreciate you and your channel because like you let people know just like about all opportunities actually out there for you. You have 1,000 some odd different manufacturers with thousands
Yeah.
service companies that are all like, yeah, we need work, come help.
All right.
And
Could you throw this up on the screen? Hold on 1 second. Throw this up on the screen here. You got me? You see that? That is here in Houston, Texas. They're looking for an MRI field engineer, but this is for a senior one. This is GE, $120,000 a year, and that's the starting, and then it goes up to 140. Monday through Friday only. Monday through Friday. So if that's what the senior tech is getting, 120 to start off, and that's with GE. Like I said, your GE Medical is, I don't want to say nothing that's gonna get me sued, but GE is, as I'll say, very aggressive with getting their product in these hospitals. Um, yeah, they really have no issue getting people in there. So yeah, when you see that 60, 68-year-old guy pulling his little small tool bag, his little two-wheel tool bag, just realize that guy is doing 140 plus bonuses, plus the bonuses.
Damn.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know if you've ever followed my channel. I've seen you like maybe once or so, but hey, I always come with it. Look, man, this stuff is right here. This stuff is right here. It is at your fingertips. Like 63 Impala is saying right over there. He always call for tech support, but these people actually put you through training classes. And this is the same GE. See, GE was heavy into aviation too. GE makes aircraft engines. And GE is very big with training. GE is also with the think tank stuff with the military. They were involved with some of that too. But GE, they make weapons of mass destruction, but they also make MRI machines. So, and they are paying. They are paying. Just remember, this is without all the benefits. This is not overtime. This is not, they say Monday through Friday, but anytime you got to show up at a hospital at 4:00, it's gonna be overtime. It's gonna be overtime.
Big bro, you talking about overtime, double time?
Yeah, the holiday pay,
all that,
all that fun, all that good stuff, all that good stuff.
Bonuses.
So you have a lot of runway. You have a lot of runway. You have a lot. I forgot about the ultrasound machines. But yeah, you got a lot. You got a lot of runway on that side of things.
Wait a minute.
There's HVAC right there.
$3,000 a week. What was that one that
yeah, but these aren't all techs. These aren't all techs. I just pulled up like GE. I didn't pull up GE. I tried to pull up Philips Magnavox.
Right.
And it got me. Well, they dropped the Magnavox. That's how old I am.
GE does all like you said. GE does all that stuff, electrical, lighting controls.
GE do everything from aircraft engines, satellite dishes. GE do everything.
Like PLC.
See, I did Philips Medical Systems, and this is what came up was GE. That's how hard GE is doing. So it's not like this is some companies that you guys don't know. It's not like it's some company you guys never heard of. Chances are you probably got a GE product in your house right now. So I mean, this is a very well-known name. And I was let me try to Philips. Let me see here. MRI systems tech. Let me see. But yeah, all you have to do is just look this stuff up real quick, and these people will train you. They will train you. Yeah, they keep trying to hit me up with this. Look at this. Senior hiring multiple candidates because I'm telling you, these guys are, and when I say late 60s, and I mean they'll be turning 70 tomorrow. These guys, you think they're walking in there as a patient into that hospital? No, they're the technician. They're the technician to work on these MRIs, calibrate them, do the preventative maintenance. Oh yeah, Hitachi, and there's the Philips. GE, Philips, Hitachi. They're all. Wish I could. This is just so you guys know. This is just a spur of the moment thing. I go on live on Mondays and Thursdays, and so I try to give you all a lot of value when I do come on. I don't want to always talk about the same thing every time. So when it comes to that, I have no problem coming on and talking with these fine gentlemen right here. But because it's nice to have backup for a change, and not to be yelling at y'all. There's stuff you can do, and it ain't hard.
yo, I can voice. Yo, Mike, y'all be listening to Mike, but Mike don't be bullshitting. He gave me a $4,000 in 4 days. God damn it, it's real.
Stuff is out here.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah. So if you're afraid to get out there, this ain't just Houston. I mean, it was just a couple of keystrokes. I found a job that's paying 401k, dental, health insurance, life insurance, paid time off, relocation assistance, and vision care with one of the blue chip companies. With a blue chip company.
Ooh-wee.
So I mean, just think they're desperate for a senior tech. So you know what it's like. You can't move somebody up the chain until you get a new grunt in there, even if you're a 56-year-old grunt. They can't move you up. They got to have somebody else to fill in the lower ranks. So You see what the pay range is. So the other pay range is 100 to 120, and then this one is 120 to 140. So, and who knows what the sign-on bonuses look like, all that, because I can tell you what it is with commercial appliance repair. I don't know what it is here. Look at this here. We currently have 4 engineers in the Houston market, but are in need of top-level senior GE engineer. So they're forced to now cover Siemens. Siemens used to have their own people. They're forced to cover GE, Siemens, and Hitachi. They are willing to train individuals on other modalities and brands that you might not be familiar with. Yeah, look, man, these are things. All you have to do is go for it. What's the worst that can happen? Is that somebody tells you no. but you have 3 people here on the screen that are telling you that these things are possibilities. And not only that, but there is a desperate need. And it's just with the slight conversation we've had, we didn't even get into nothing serious.
Nah, we could hit them with the cost of living analysis on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because what is it? Houston, Texas is cost of living is 97% of the national average, right? So 100% is the average across the board. If you're below average, you're actually gaining something. So $30 an hour is actually $33 an hour in Houston, if that makes sense.
Yeah, stuff is changing. But these jobs, I'm telling you, these jobs are nationwide.
Oh yeah.
Not like that's gonna be, but yeah, they have plenty. Oh, there we go with a sign-on bonus. I don't know if you can even see that. Yeah, there we go with a sign-on bonus. I'm looking for repair tech though.
And this is all Houston?
No, this is Iowa. I just wanted to show people that they got a $5,000 sign-on bonus in Iowa.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm telling you, no, it's like this nationwide. Like, yeah, just because. All right, so they force a lot of this stuff on me, but yeah, man, these things are nationwide. Like, here's HVAC, Sioux City, Iowa. You know, $25 to $35 an hour. And this is working for the hospital. So these things are out there, man. Radiologists, nah, that's not the tech though. Because see, this is the thing. You're gonna make more than the people that are operating the machine.
No, wait till they find out.
Yeah, you're gonna make more than them.
That's the crazy part right there.
Yeah. When they find out, they're gonna be upset. I went to college for 4 years.
Yep. And you're gonna make 6 figures, and they're over there with their $35 an hour, $27 to $32 an hour. So here's another one: mobile rail car repair technician. You know, 51 grand, 40 to 51 grand, and this is in Iowa. That's been out for 30 days plus. Don't nobody want to do no diesel tech. What is this? Let me see what I can find here for. I'll probably have to do just GE. See what I can find. Let's see, they keep wanting to switch it over to my damn location. Biomedical technician. I don't want a technician. Yeah, so all good, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah, once you get once you get into this field, man, because they looking for basically for electrical working knowledge of AC and DC theory. So so how entry level is that? How entry level, right? Look, people, we're both laughing because the minute we read it, we're like, what? Is that you don't get no more basic than that. You know, this is direct current. This is alternating current.
They got to come with more money. Milwaukee is cold, bro.
Milwaukee is cold, but see, this is not the sign-on bonus, and this is not overtime and all that. Because remember, overtime. So 54 to 68 without weekend hours, without overtime, without time and a half, holiday pay. Yeah, those numbers go way higher. Here's another one. Oh, this is Charlotte. Oh, they won't even put up the numbers. They want you to troubleshoot, repair, maintain equipment for the hospitals. Yeah, well, I know what it is. They don't want these job hiring recruiters to take those jobs and try to blast it around. Hydraulic, pneumatic equipment. Yeah. So this stuff is out here. I guess I'm gonna have to just go to GE, but this was just spur of the moment. Oh, here's another one. Here's another MRI. But once again, this is all right. So this is Orlando, Florida, because I know Florida people be on me. This is Orlando, Florida. This is a senior MRI service engineer. Weekends as needed. So this one's a little less. This one tops out at 92. So it's 72 to 92. And these people are going to train you. They're going to train you to do the job. I want to see who the hell this is. Okay, so this is Simon Medical. But they have plenty. Yeah, Phoenix, Arizona. There's no end. Florida, Arizona, Sugarland, Texas, where I'm at. Yeah, so they're gonna hit me with all these things. Nah, I don't want none of that. These jobs are out there. This is very similar to what people that follow me on my channel are doing right now. Well, most of us, we want to be independent, but if you did want to go with the 9-to-5 job, and I'm not going to shame you. I'm just presenting opportunities, a different option. But I let these two jump on in there.
Right. And I'm the 9-to-5 guy because, I got obligations, so I'm sticking with the 9-to-5 for now. But once my obligations is up, I'm step out on my own. Right. Like I was saying earlier, you got to collect all these different skills. Like, I don't know, Mike, if you have any experience with process controls.
No.
Okay, so that's another thing that we can look into. The process controllers and stuff like that for manufacturing, the steel mills, the glass places, all these different manufacturing places. They use like what they call a process controller or whatnot. If you're really good with that, and you can learn this on YouTube as well as on the web. It's called like PLC controllers. You can learn about that.
Yeah. And
they control everything, the robotics and stuff that put the cars together and shit like that, stuff like that. And you can go from there. And if you're proficient in it and you can demonstrate those skills, kind of like how the software guys, you don't really have to have a degree. You have to demonstrate that you know what the heck you're doing. And that's something else that folks can look into. Because these processes can't fail. Like if you ever have a controller go down at a glass manufacturer, it's cost them millions of dollars for a couple hours of downtime. So they pay top dollar for electricians, people that know the PLC controllers that can program those and keep their stuff running.
Yeah, so we have that in light industrial. Like you see a lot of that with on our side. You see that in grocery stores. Yeah, they have those. Real quick, it looks like these GE classes are free.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna click on one. These classes to train. It's a 2-hour class, online, self-paced. Huh. Biomedical and technical
You got me looking for
professionals.
it.
Because I was looking for just a repair technician, so I think that's what this is. And it says for questions you can email edservices@GE Healthcare. So it looks like they have online training. I don't know.
Let's see. Dre Dat said, what did he say? HVAC controls are hard to get into. Well, not in Texas.
Yeah, not in Texas.
Heck no. I keep
No,
seeing that.
they got.
All right, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I keep seeing. I'm in Washington, and I keep seeing the commercials for HVAC techs in Texas. They're willing to train you and pay you while you train. What, starting at like 120 from one of the companies I saw? It was all over TikTok. I kept seeing.
Yeah. No, I can concur with you on that one. It is not hard for that. As a matter of fact, because I was just putting on a thing for that with Parker Sporland. They had some free classes on that. So Parker Sporland had that. Zero Zone had some stuff with that. All right, so there said they cost. Okay, so that's not bad because that is 1,000 and not 10,000. That's not bad to pay for a self-paced course on, and this is repair, right? This is repair center, equipment troubleshooting. They're teaching you how to repair maternal infant care equipment. Well, you see, here's information how to get a hold of them. And so it's always best to go through any of the online training sessions that they might have for you, especially to get familiar with the equipment. Yeah, they're talking about how to change heat sink sensors and stuff like that. I don't know how to get into it. But anyway, so here's some of that stuff. You just have to do some research. They really do. There's a brother right there. Look at him. What did I say about using your meter? You got to use your meter, because I know quite a few people that follow me, they don't want to use no damn meter. You got to use your meter. This job is 90% using your meter.
Yep.
That's all. Because it's all electronic components. Look at what he's working with. It's all modules, and he got to look on this main PCB, and he's seeing, is there power coming into the board? Is it going from this circuit to that one? And he's checking. All he's doing is really checking for continuity, but still, I ain't gonna take a shine. He had to pose for the photo.
Yeah, that's him in the right photo too. That's the same dude.
Oh, look at this! There's another brother. Oh, see, look, they working hard, man. They say, come on, fella, come on, Jerome, come on, Marquise. We got a job for you. There's your parts breakdown. Now, you know it's bad when that's what models they're using. That's how desperate they are. They're not trying to keep you from nothing. Oh, man, don't nobody want me? That ain't the case. Oh, my bad. I got out of it. That is not the case. They are looking for a warm body with 2 hands and 2 eyes that can hold a meter and check components. Ultrasound probes. I done got lost in the sauce, but I'm here.
But yeah, like on YouTube, like
Elo.
you can damn near get a degree off YouTube. So learn how to
Oh
use your
yeah.
meter, basic electronics, how this
Mm-hmm.
stuff works. Like if you really want it, sit down, watch some videos, and you'll get it.
And you'll
Not to
get it. But
mention,
these, go ahead.
yeah, not to mention your meter, depending on what. All right, so the way I work, we work on some dangerous stuff. In my field, your meter will save your life. It's like your lifeline right there. So get used to it. Sometimes these meters can cost, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And I only
Yes.
use fluke meters. So that's all I use. I'm rocking the fluke 117 right now because it has
Okay.
the has all the functions I need. True RMS, no contact voltage meter in function on it. So you're good to go.
Mm-hmm. Cat 4.
It does Cat 4 up to 600 volts and Cat 3 up to 1000.
Okay.
But I'm not normally working on anything at 1000. It's rare that I work on something at 1000.
Mm-hmm. So there you go, people. There you go. I mean, this stuff is out there.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff is here, and nobody's trying to keep you from it. Nobody's trying to keep you from it. But if you're concerned about Darius, if you're concerned about the prices on some of these, like I said, amen. You're gonna eventually have to invest if you want to reap some of these benefits. And there's nothing wrong with transitioning over. As you can see, it's all hell, it's GE. There's nothing wrong with, like I said, if you want to move your way up on the appliance side, it all contributes to being more familiar with your meter. The more you get into this, the more you're going to rely on your meter, and the more you're going to want more challenges. And there's plenty of people that are out here, and they do this work without GE, because there are tons of medical facilities that are not your major hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Elo, I swear he ain't no model.
Like you gotta invest in yourself more than
Yeah.
anything. Like
Nobody else is going to.
Because I'll say this, during what I did a 5-year apprenticeship, and you had to pay a certain portion of your books and college tuition and whatnot, but it's not as much as what some of these folks are taking out in student loans. So it made, like, my first year I didn't have to pay anything because you're just starting out. But by the second year, you're paying like $500 or $600 every. We did like 12 weeks on, 12 weeks off. School sessions twice a year, and you had to pay like what $500-$600 second year. Then it jumped all the way up to $900 by your 5th year going through these programs. You're looking at a program right here that's what $1,000 just one shot, and you're going to get something out of it that's going to continue to pay you as long as you stay proficient in your skills. And that's what it's all about. Like, do what you need to do. Collect as many skills as possible. Like I went through electrical because I didn't know anything about the appliance side until I saw your channel, and I was chatting with a Contractor who referred me back to your channel, and I started listening and watching. Like, wait a minute, I didn't even think I've been walking past money all this time and didn't even know it. And I was kind of pissed off. Like, I was sitting there just listening. I still got the recording. I took it down off YouTube. Like, I'm keeping that to myself for a minute so I can figure this out. Like, I told him that. Like, yo,
bro,
I appreciate that.
coming from one electrician to another, bro. When I realized what the fuck Mike was talking about, I said, "Shit." This whole time I was walking past money.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
It messed me up. I was like, "Damn." Every laundromat,
yep.
every hospital, Every
Every
retirement.
gas station. All the retirement homes are the big one.
Oh yeah,
Gray Star.
Daycare. Yeah, Great Star.
exactly.
I didn't even talk about the daycare facilities because they're harder if you're not working with a woman. Those are extremely hard to get into
Mm-hmm.
because they get real touchy. They don't even want to let you in the door. They don't want
Yeah,
to
that's
let you in the
unfortunate.
door.
Like, heck,
Yeah, well,
even working on schools is the same thing.
it's the
Like,
same thing.
like I was walking like close to the edge of the hallway. Like, you didn't want to get nowhere near them daggone kids. Like, I don't want nobody to say
No.
nothing to me.
Yep.
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 Oh
Yep.
yeah, when I'm working in school, man, and I'm like working in the they'll like have a certain room just for the dishwasher, just for washing dishes, stuff like that. Now I'm in that damn room, and that door is locked. I'm like, hey man, I'm over here. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even know I'm there in the damn school.
I be having kids come up to me like, "Hey, Mister, what's this?" Like, hey, young man, don't touch the tools on the cart.
Yeah, don't touch the tools, man. Move along and make sure that door is closed, man. Get the hell out of here. Yes, sir.
No, but
But
then one
lots of work out there.
understand how bad some of them kids are.
Oh yeah,
Some of the kids they gonna look in your eye and be like, "Hey, motherfucker, what you doing?" And cursing, acting ass, the whole nine. So
bruh.
you don't really want to be around them little bastards. You really don't.
You know those not to get, not to get too far sidetracked. You know those huge fans in schools, right? And the
Yes.
main company that makes them, big ass fans, and them damn kids would not let us live it down. I'm like, oh my god, hey sir, you got a big ass fan. Like, really, son? Really, son? Really? That's how you feel?
Yeah, these kids are wild. These kids
Yeah.
are wild. Man, I can't find GE is holding back on all the numbers. They're holding on. Yeah, see that? Yeah, this is a mechanical, a lead engineer with GE Healthcare. This is in
Mm-hmm.
Wisconsin, and yeah, 67 to 140, 98 to 120, 93 to 130.
Mm-hmm. Like,
But
where's those locations though? That's what we
oh,
need to
this is
know.
Wisconsin. That's what I'm saying. This is Wisconsin. So I had to, I got to go and pick various different places around the country. So this is Milwaukee. This is Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know what you can do with, you know what you can do with 100 grand in Wisconsin.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So a nice piece of employment right there.
I'd like to have 100 grand in Alabama.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
well,
one of the lowest costs of living in the country.
yeah, but you can keep that Alabama. You can keep that Alabama, brother.
Mm.
I don't want no ticks, no.
It depends on where you're at. Like Fort Mitchell, last time I was there, it was like what, 5,000 square foot house was 250.
Oh yeah,
Whew.
because what was it like? Is that Samsung or LG got their facility over there in Alabama? I can't remember who it is.
I can't remember, but I know a lot of the manufacturers are out
I think
there.
it's LG.
Got to be LG.
Yeah, excuse my spelling. Yeah, it's Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, yeah, it's Alabama. Yep, LG is in Alabama. So it's in Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, near Redstone
So,
Arsenal. Yep.
mm-hmm. So yeah, they quite a few jobs. Somebody wanted me to look up LG. Let's see, LG medical equipment tech. Let me say no. Medical devices. There we go. LG. That's for sales anywhere. That's also sales anywhere.
Yeah, I can't
So
get down with the sales because they already taking over those jobs with AI.
yeah, well, you still got a few years when it comes to medical. You
Mm-hmm.
still got a few years because you gotta present this to the board. And then it's all about, once again, it's all about the service, because you got LG was it Hitachi or Hikoki? You got them, you got Philips, you got GE, Philips, and you know, a few others, and it's all about hey, you know, how often are you guys going to come and do preventative maintenance and all that other stuff? How long do we have to wait for a tech to come out? And so these hospitals are bouncing around back and forth with that kind of thing. So they kind of like take turns with the different equipment. So it's not a bad there. Let me put it like this. I don't know of any part of medical sales that's bad. No part. I don't know any part of medical sales that just like, you know, it's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. You guys are gonna probably have to look into that a little tougher. But LG has gotten into commercial laundry. They're into this medical equipment because Apple is trying to get into medical equipment too. So all these people are trying to get into medical equipment as they're trying to reduce the size of it.
Right.
So, what's that?
I say right.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to get a piece of what's giving them the most what's giving the most money at the point.
Oh yeah.
So you got all these different manufacturers trying to branch out, spread their brand around. Like you said, Apple's going into medical. First hint of that was when they started doing all the stuff with the Apple Watch, with monitoring your health and stuff like that. That was their experiment. You got Samsung has already been on it, and a lot of people don't know LG is a Korean company, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. You're correct.
And LG is a Korean company, because when I was over there in Korea, you had Samsung cars. A lot of folks don't know that either. I was like, oh, they make nicer cars than the Benz over here. So, like Samsung is like they don't have those monopoly rules as far as I know over there. So they make everything. LG makes everything.
LG is they practically run South Korea.
Exactly.
That is, they say that they're more powerful than the government, than the monarch over there. So, so here, I don't know. It's only a matter of time before they end up buying these other upstart techs. But for now, you have these rings are pretty much monitoring your vital signs and then relaying it to your smart device.
I thought this was just a concept at one point.
Now now it's here. Now it's here and it's affordable.
I saw this a couple years ago. Just like the whole glasses thing they were trying to do. I saw it years ago. Like when I was in Korea. Yeah, when I was in Korea, it was back in like 2005. And the stuff they had over there, I was mad when I came back to the States. I had a touchscreen phone and everything else, and came back here and I had a regular ass Nokia. I was like, ain't this a bullshit? And
they always way advanced.
And my man was talking about, I'm sending text from my refrigerator. I'm like, what?
Yep.
This is 05. Like, what are you doing?
Yep.
Yo, I'm sitting here laughing. I ain't lying, because no news. When you was like, I'm sending text from my refrigerator, I'm like, damn, you're right. I had a dude show me his TV back home. He was American, but he lived in China. He was there on the exchange program. Long story, fake student. He was looking for Chinese women. In a nutshell, he would place CDs or DVDs onto these like little glass plates that extended from the damn TV, and it would play it. I'm like, how's this possible?
Like,
and I'm mad.
Wild. Yeah.
That was back like in 09. I'm looking at him, I'm like, and you left there for what? Why? But yeah. You got that regular ass Samsung smartphone. Yeah. They got something way better.
They've always been way ahead of us. Always.
I had a soldier of mine when we went to Iraq in '06. Like first time I went, and he taught himself to read Chinese. We were there for like 15 months. Taught himself to read Chinese. Was
Ooh,
ordering all the stuff off the Chinese websites. He could read it. So this dude is the only
impressive.
dude. Crazy part is he was the only dude in Iraq like just wilding out. He had the belt buckles with the screens on them. Like, yo, that was the yo. I can't make this shit up, man. We in the middle of the desert. He playing videos on his belt buckle, bro. Like, yo, that shit tripped me out, man. I never forgot that dude for that. I was like, he was selling them, $200-$300 a pop, because stuff like that didn't exist back home in the States. Had the
Right.
smartwatches you could watch movies on. Like, they had everything before us.
Yes. Oh yeah. Well, that's Japan and South Korea. That is not China.
Well, the shit looked Chinese to me. I was like, oh,
The Chinese copy everything. The Chinese copy everything. But, the ones that originated is going to be your Korean and it's going to be your Japanese. So here you guys go. I found RSTI. So these are the ones that train you how to work on the equipment, how to service an MRI machine, principles of servicing an MRI machine. They cover theory, safety principles, how to identify the major system components. This is stuff like that. I never thought that we would be talking about MRIs when Contractor called me today, but yet here we are. So down the rabbit hole we go.
My bad.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's just one of those things, man. People don't really know that this is out here, and they don't know that there's an opportunity. But there are lots of opportunities. See here, they talking about torque wrenches, titanium hand tools. No news. You ever heard of titanium hand tools?
Not at all.
That's a new one on me. Man, you gotta have that adamantium. You gotta have that aluminium. You gotta
Aluminium.
you gotta have some aluminium hand tools. What the hell? Dude, titanium? Straight up? Man, okay, not just regular stainless steel hand tools. You gotta have titanium. All right.
They going for precision.
Yeah, what in the hell? All right, cool. So yeah, it's not gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be cheap. your tools are not gonna be cheap. Snap-on is not gonna be rolling up in the parking lot.
Not even Matco or anybody
not Matco.
Damn.
Not SK. None of them. They're not rolling up. You better off swinging by your local airport and see what the hell tools they using, who they buying from, because that's what you gonna need. Man, see, they going over the cooling system. Yo, this is everything. If you're at all interested in 6-figure income, I'm not gonna keep you, strapped down with just the appliances. There are other things you can do in the blue collar world that is going to net you a 6-figure income. And there's always management. These are the people that's actually doing the job. Then there's once you get past senior, you got your lead tech, then you got your regional, all that kind of stuff. Then you yourself can then go into training after you've been doing it for a little while. It all depends on how you take to it. And then you yourself end up doing training. You yourself can do the startups and all that kind of stuff on this. There's lots of other avenues once you learn this new skill set. I mean, there's a lot more out there for you.
Not just the training. You can be a consultant.
Yes,
that part. That part.
Well, because you got all your plastic surgery facilities and all that kind of stuff, and then they have to scan people, make sure that everything is okay with that person before they start those procedures, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, their training is a little pricey, but in 2 weeks you're done. It's a 2 week course.
Man, 4
So
CEUs. That's what's up.
it's $6,000, a little over $6,000 each week. And to be honest with you, if I were to open up just an appliance service school, it would be around that. It would be about $5,000 for each week. If you were to come to my service school where I'd have to teach you dishwashers and laundry and ovens, conveyor ovens, and all that kind of stuff, it would be around that. It would be around that cost. So that lets you know that's in line. If you look at what the hell is that one service school? Fred's Appliance. Fred's Appliance is about that. I think theirs is like $6,000 for 2 weeks. So that number is not like outrageous. Let me show you something here.
Not compared to college courses.
Not compared to college courses, no. And this is you got a job after this. You got a job.
40,000 with no problem, and you still ain't got no goddamn job, just a piece of paper. But right here, you have
Exactly.
all the skills.
Bro, I went
Yeah,
to
skills,
I went to
goddamn.
art school. Hold on, I went to art school and the army paid for it. And that was $50,000 a year. So nah, I finished about 3 years. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I was on my way out the door. I had to pay the rest of it. Nope, not at all.
Oh
So
wow,
12.
Fred's Academy is teaching that they got an aptitude test. Oh, they got an aptitude test now. We don't want hands-on. So here's hands-on. So I'm going to show you. My AC is super loud. All right, course pricing. So just like I said, here, if you're going to work on appliances, 3 weeks, 4,000. So that is 2 weeks, 12,000, and that's MRI, where you're going to make a lot more than appliance technician. And this isn't even commercial. This is residential. This is residential appliance training. 3 weeks hands-on, 4,200. And in addition to that, you got to pay $60 a night. So yeah, like I said, I thought it was like $5,000. It's like $5,000. They playing with the numbers.
Yeah, trying to make it seem more appealing to people, but even still, that's easy to come up with, and for what it's going to pay you on the back end.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, like I said, that's pretty much in line. That's pretty much in line. That $12,000 compared to, just being trained on microwaves. And not to downplay it, but like I said, the MRI is in. There's a bigger market for people to work on MRI machines right now. Every hospital got it. Your veterinarian places, your veterinarian hospitals have them too.
I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten them since I started following you, Mike, and Eat New Advice. I've got about 3 jobs that dealt with microwaves. 2 I fixed.
Yeah.
One, it was dead. You know what I mean? But paying that much money for a course on microwaves is like, hell, nah. Just coming from like somebody that's out here in the field, nah, I'm not doing it.
It's more than just microwaves, but they're telling you they're gonna train you on microwaves, they're gonna train you on refrigerators, you're gonna have your EPA after the end of 3 weeks. Stuff like that. I'm just merely comparing MRI to like appliance repair. Right? So it's
No. I get it. And that MRI sounds way better than
Oh yeah.
microwave. Nah.
Well, where is See, they keep confusing this because they call those people technicians. See, MRI repair technicians, they keep on showing me. Dallas. Yeah, see, I don't want regular MRI technician. I need MRI repair. But hey, brother, we've been on for quite a while, and these 98-degree days have whooped your boy. I feel like I've been a real character in Mike Tyson's Punch Out because this heat just whooping me.
No, I can dig it.
Yeah.
I can
but,
dig it.
but hopefully we gave the people something to see, whether if you want to work for yourself or work for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And look at Snowman. What you talking about, Snowman? Are you saying Snowman that's on Dirty? On Dirty's podcast? What Dirty got? What Snowman got to say? But let's see what else. Oh, private chat.
If this is the same Snowman that I know, you got to go and watch his Diary of a Mad Snowman. You know what I mean?
I don't know. He ain't saying nothing, so I don't know what Snowman he is.
Wait till you drop it.
I don't know what Snowman this is.
But you know, like you're saying, like I appreciate that, like the knowledge that you've been putting out, and the knowledge that Contractor's been putting out. Because like, man, my eyes have been open. My mind is blown. Yep, that's him. Diary of a Mad Snowman.
That's him. Okay.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, watch that series, man. Like he's really pouring his heart out for the brothers in this space and telling us his story. And I listen to a lot of his stuff at work. It's like I listen to a lot of your stuff and Contractor stuff at work. I cue it up and just let it play in my headset while I'm working.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's a good way to get through the work day and you learn something at the same time. My days go by like a breeze because I'm listening to all these different podcasts. I probably consume maybe 18 hours a day of YouTube. Like,
yeah, crazy, same right? Here. Same here. It used to drive me nuts listening to the radio all day.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now I don't do that. I've every hour of the day I'm listening to somebody on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So I don't ever have to get tired of those radio shows and talk about the same thing or boring shows or listen to music that drive me nuts because it's the same 5 songs all day.
Yep, it's all watered down to me. At least with YouTube, I pay for the premium edition, so all I got, I pick whatever I want to listen to. Whether it's your podcast, Snowman, and a bunch of other brothers in the space, Machismo, I just let it run because a lot of stuff that they talk about is stuff that I'm interested in, and what I want to do, and I think we've kind of accomplished that here is to expose the young men to options, young, old, whatever, expose you to options and tell you that, hey man, it's okay. It doesn't matter when you start, but now you know where to start from and pass that on to your sons. Because where I work, in this region where I work in, I found out so many of the men that I work with come from a long line of electricians. And I'm like, where was this knowledge at when I was coming up? Because I'd have left Uncle Sam's ass alone a long time ago. like years ago,
bro.
I promise you that I would have never tried to retire because your family pushed these government jobs on you, the safe options and this, that, and the third, and I listened to that garbage. Bro. But had I known I could have became an electrician or jumped on the railroad and make it $200,000 a year.
Oh yeah, yeah. USA jobs,
bro. We coming from the DMV. You're presented as a melanated man. You're presented with a certain set of options, and that's it. That's it. You don't get no more. And if you don't select A, B, C, or D, you ain't got nothing coming. So I know what you're talking about, cuz I know, bro. And it's fucked up because it's our nation's capital. You would think there would be more options, but for a melanated man, hell no. Nah. You got this, and this.
Yep.
Prime example, Mike just showed that shit ain't real. But
exactly,
you got to look at what we presented. So yeah.
Indeed, it's killing me. Indeed, it's killing me because the jobs are right there. The jobs are right freaking there.
Yeah,
But
right
anyway,
in
you
our
guys
face.
see it like I was trying to show. Yeah, I was trying to show them the numbers on these Ecolab jobs.
Look at Snowman said, actually, I'm going to do it tomorrow, but I will say I've been slapped in the face and being told I'm not good enough to have a job. Yeah, man,
Oh damn!
you gotta ignore the noise on that one. I've been
Yeah.
told I was in a lot of things and what I'm not going to be, or whatever. Uh, it is what it is. I just let it roll off the back, man. But we here, we support you. You know, I watch all your streams and make sure you get your watch time, so you can support your folks. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Put a link to your channel. Here we go. Indeed.
Matter of fact, do I have his link?
Yeah.
Yeah, safe
Put a
jobs.
link down there. Yeah.
And you know, when you come from a long line of Keisha's, that's what they'll tell you.
Oh.
I hate to go there, but yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna drop it right there.
Oh
I'm gonna leave it right
yeah.
there.
Bro, you
Yeah.
ain't
No,
live.
but that is the truth.
You ain't
That is
live.
the truth. Yeah. All right. So if
Mm-hmm.
you were in Charlotte, North Carolina, there's jobs with Ecolab, $98,000 a year. This is a site lead. Nalco is their water. That's their water purification division, their filtration division. Um, so they have all kind of jobs. Greensboro, North Carolina, all kind of jobs. I'm looking more for tech and stuff like that, but all kind of jobs if you're in North Carolina.
If you got time, contractor, Snowman wants to come up for a bit.
Here we go. Oh, that's not paying that much.
If I can find his damn link, there we go.
Already said, bro. Already said.
All right, cool.
Ecolab. I don't know what the hell they call it. I don't know what Ecolab calls the average guy that goes out there. I guess it's a maintenance manager. Look at this. Look at it. Well, that's here in Texas in Pasadena.
Like, it don't matter. That's 134 is the top.
Yeah. It's another engineer lead.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, it like once we link everybody together, being Mike, being you, no news, bro. This shit here.
Look at that. Easy to apply. 90, starting off at 90 grand. Maintenance manager. 90 grand to 115. I don't know what a mud motor is. Is that anything like a wax motor?
I'm not sure.
Oh, what?
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm confused too.
I've never heard of a mud motor.
You sent Snowman a link. Let's see what we got here.
I dropped it in the chat.
For those of you guys that don't know, like a wax motor is actually that there's wax in there, and the motor heats up the wax, and then it expands it, right? It expands the wax to actuate. I believe that's what, but I don't know what a mud motor is. But that's what a wax motor is. It'll heat that wax up, and it uses the expansion of the wax to move. Yeah, on the appliance side, Electrolux has a habit of using wax motors. But here we go. More maintenance. So that's only $35 an hour. But these are, and I wasn't trying to find Texas. It is always doing this geolocating thing, I said North Carolina. I don't know why they keep wanting to bring it back to Texas. They don't want to let me move. What if I wanted to move to North Carolina? They don't want to let me go. Where'd he go? Snowman ain't coming.
No,
Snowman,
we'll see.
the link is that was for you.
So let me see what else we got. So there are, but just so you guys know, there are lots of opportunities. Whether you're going to work for yourself or get a job with somebody, and there's plenty of ways to get training for it. And if you did go and get a job with GE and let them train you, you would then be able to move to Philips and all that other kind of stuff. It's not going to be like the appliance side where you stuck with your NDA or you're going to be blacklisted.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. All right, let me see what else. What else?
I'm trying to
What,
see.
oh, yeah, my brain is shutting down, man.
No, I get it.
That heat, man. I'm telling you, that heat.
That's how I
It
feel
cooks
about
you.
2 o'clock, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah, because I'm pretty much running all day, and then I just zone out. I zone out, like you said, watching YouTube out. After I finish eating, man, I'm gonna zone out, and I'll pretty much pass out.
I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. The link
Snowman,
you
you,
said
you
was to
coming
a
up?
channel. Yeah, but that's not the same thing, Snowman. How do y'all have stream elements? I want that on my channel.
Oh, the
And Nightbot.
the I can post a link to, well, it's nightbot.tv, right?
Okay.
And what it does is you can set commands and certain posts it'll make, after on a timer. You can also have it monitor your chat, so when people come in acting stupid and they type certain words, if they do it too many times, it automatically times them out, and if they do it again, they get banned. So it's like somebody having your back.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I could do this right before we go. All right. Even though you guys are heavy on the electrical side of things, I just want to go over the little bit of plumbing and gas. So this is Watts. I am going to drop the link in the chat for the Watts training section. This is completely free. There is no charge for this whatsoever, and this will teach you about. Let's see here. Um, setting up water filtration on the gas side, setting up gas lines and all that kind of stuff. Some of the people that follow me, there's a scale prevention. They get involved with the uh, hot water tanks and boilers and all that kind of stuff. So they have these training classes where they're teaching. Hold on, let me make sure you guys can see. Yeah. So they have all these training classes. So this is the anti-scale system. They have a whole system. This is another billion-dollar corporation. So when you have the plumbing in a high rise in a building, they have all the monitoring systems. So if there's a leak on the 50th floor, they teach you how to set up all of these systems and monitor programs in the full nine. Matter of fact, let me jump on over to that right now, because I think that'd be a better fit for everybody than just scale prevention. Let me see here. Fine learning. So it's Watts, Dormont, and this is Blucher, which is the floor. If you are at all involved with somebody was talking about laundromats earlier, like laundromats and all that kind of stuff. This is the device that you're going to install for any type of drainage to take care of for laundromats or for drive-throughs, all that kind of stuff. So this is a stainless steel system. I'm trying to find one in English because they've added all this other stuff in all these different languages. backflow, water prevention, all of that good stuff. I'm trying to see what this is. Yeah, they added a whole bunch of new ones, and none of this stuff is in English. Hold on.
They wanted it to be difficult to find and to learn
It
about.
didn't used to be, as you can see here. This is aspectos básicos del. I don't know what that is. Of tech, so basic aspects of the drainage for techs. So okay, so this is Spanish.
Drop that in Google Translate, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can, this course and power is for something to come to understand major. You can have major benefits, losses though of the specifications. Yeah, and installations of drains for techs or whatever. Because for is another word. All right. Anyway, so it's so that's how I stumbled through my stuff. So my Spanish is horrible. My Spanish is horrible. Don't ask me to speak it. I can still read through some of it. Little Spanish, little French. Enough to get in trouble in different countries. Yeah, but I don't know why they want to give me this. But anyway, if you go through here, stumble around, you're not going to end up in Spanish or French or Polish or anything like that. You're going to get English, and they have every piece of equipment that Watts makes. They have the training. As you can see, like I said, I don't just tell you guys to go places. I've taken a class. I've finished it 100%. 100%. I've finished, almost all of this is just gas line. Mm-hmm. So I've taken all of these classes. So they have their own little interlocking system, and then the ones I haven't taken, they're clearly marked as new, and they're not in English. So I won't be taking that. Whole house filtration if you want to learn that. So I'm not trying to leave out people who aren't. Oh, here's Guardian. I don't want to leave out people who might have their skills on the plumbing side of things. So they also make mixing valves. So those of you that don't understand it, a mixing valve will temper the water temperature. So if their water is hotter than 150 degrees, let's just say it's 175 degrees, that is scalding hot water. And so this will, as you can see here, add a little cold to the hot to bring that temperature down to a moderate level to where it won't scald you. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Right. So your example of that is the thing you turn in your shower, the knob you turn in your shower.
Right. So where you're gonna especially find these is once again your retirement homes. Mm-hmm. You have your elderly, they don't react as quick. So you're gonna want to have a mixing valve on anything connected to their hot water, especially their sink. So they don't want to get scalding hot showers. They don't want to scald themselves when they're washing their hands. So they're pretty much making you put these devices all throughout the plumbing. So especially if it's already an established facility, then you're going to have to install this kind of stuff. So all of this is here, and they're teaching you, all of this is, of course, it's not hands-on, but they're covering everything from start to finish, what equipment you need, the whole nine. So it's lots of skills that you can add to your repertoire, and there are things that you're going to need. Like I said, they cover gas, they cover water, and then they even cover drainage and then water filtration. So that's about it. That's about it. I'm done droning on.
Well, it's
I
good
put the,
to.
yeah, I put the link in there. Yeah, I put the link up there. So yeah, that's you know, you got all this fun stuff, but we'll save it for another day because contractors trying to match me with one of them 4-hour streams and whatnot, trying to keep the people occupied throughout the day.
How you guys doing?
Hey,
Doing good,
oh,
man.
there you go.
Yeah,
What's going on?
a lot. I just need some brothers to listen to me and hear me. I put a request in the private chat, but let me say it like let me just go ahead and say it out. And
Oh,
if I cuss, forgive me.
hmm.
As y'all know, I got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer 3 years ago, as well as blood clots. Beat the blood clots, beat pancreatic cancer, and it was stage
Hmm.
4. So I'm basically supposed to be in a box. And that's what Duke Hospital told my wife.
Hmm.
Get your affairs in order. She didn't, I didn't, and I'm still here. The problem? Hardly no one wants to hire my ass.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to do whatever I can to help my family. And it seems like the streaming is going to be the ticket for me that does it. But today, I was supposed to get a call for a job doing working in a group home as a direct service professional. This phone I have in front of me rang one time. I immediately stopped what I was doing to call them back, and nothing. I left them a voice message and I waited for them to call me back. And this happened at 2 in the afternoon Eastern time. Yeah, what do you think happened after that? Not a goddamn thing. It got me so heated and so mad and upset all at the same time. That's why I put the comment in the chat, safe jobs, my ass.
Huh.
I've been told for years, that I need to have a quote regular job. The only person who hasn't said it to me is my wife. All she says, I need you to find something that will supplement what you do with your broadcasting, and we'll go from there. She just said, I need the help. I need you to find something to help out the household. Like, baby, I'm trying to do that. And she knows. But having it driven down your throat, as someone said earlier tonight, by a line of Keisha's, enough's enough. I've had it. I have fucking had it. You know it's bad when you go through everything you've been through physically, emotionally. Hell, I can't even get hired at um, Speedway because when I got diagnosed, I left. Guess what? Do not hire. I'm just so pissed and in need of help right now. And I will go ahead and open it and say it. I put my Cash App in the back chat just in case someone can help and come to the rescue. And I said in my diary, the 2 worst things you can do to a black man: hurt his family and take away the ability to help his family. After today, I just feel like that's been taken away. Just to get back on our feet. I
Now,
felt
brother, are you driving?
no, I'm at home.
No, no. I mean, you have access to a car.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
do. I do.
Okay.
bro, that's pretty much all you need when it comes to the appliance thing we were talking about. The work is not difficult, not at all.
Okay.
In fact, it's surprisingly easy. It's so goddamn easy that you're gonna take more time in the repair because you don't want the people to feel like you robbed them.
Hmm.
That's part of what Mike doesn't talk about, the money aspect. I do, because I put it out there for the brothers. That way, what you can start looking for and expecting. Now, true, it does vary from state to state.
Hmm.
Mm.
If you drop your your personal details in the back chat, I will contact you and we can set something up to help you get back propped up on your feet.
Okay.
Down here in this space, in this sphere, we look out for each other, and more than
Yeah.
anything, ain't no you shouldn't be in a position where you have to beg, because you ain't got to beg, brother. We gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
I just need to know why some people think I'm such a con artist when I've been through hell for 3 years. I,
Um,
it was said to me, it was bluntly said to me, "Oh, you're nothing but a con artist. You didn't have cancer. You didn't have you didn't have a toe amputated." And I've been sitting in a goddamn wheelchair since January.
man,
I don't have my leg strength. Forgive me, I'm just letting all this out right now.
Mm.
I don't have my leg strength. I'm trying to get it. I have a car, but I have to have some repairs done to it before I can go Uber again. I don't know how much that's going to cost me.
Mm.
well,
It's it it drives me fucking insane that I can't help my wife, my daughters, and my son.
All right, hold up. Mike, no news. I'm gonna drop y'all down. I'm gonna chat with the brother.
oh,
All right.
can I say something before I go? Before you drop me down?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Um, brother, these storms don't last always.
I know.
Now I know you're not a con artist because I've seen the pictures of the before and after, and I've watched your live streams when you're showing yourself. I can tell what you've been through. My wife, she's been through breast cancer 4 times, and she had I forget what the one in your throat or whatever. She had that cancer as well. So I know what it takes. I
Yeah.
know what you've been through because I don't physically, I don't know, but I've been right there beside my wife the entire time. Okay,
Hmm.
so I understand, and if I get a chance, right now I'm not able to, I will support you as well. As far as the
Mhm.
Cash App stuff goes.
Appreciate it.
Um, but while you're here, like we're sharing this information for everybody, so you should be able to help yourself with some of this information we're giving you. I understand I did Uber
Okay.
as well. That's pretty easy to do. And what
Hmm.
contractors share with me in our private conversations, going out on your own seems to be the best option. So if
Hmm.
I'm not sure how you just told us a little bit about how you feel, how you are physically. Once you get your leg strength back, as you
Yeah.
work through your physical therapy and stuff like that,
Hmm.
please give what these brothers are talking about a shot. That way, you ain't got to depend on nobody else.
I definitely will. I definitely will. I just have to get through therapy and get my legs
Yeah,
back under me. That's
yeah,
all.
yep.
That's all. That's why I've been asking for help as much as I can. When I get my legs fully under me, I know I can use this information that I saw tonight. That's all. That's all I'm waiting on. Just going
Now,
through
what
therapy and strengthening my legs because
what
my
are they
legs.
telling you? They telling you what, like a year or?
They don't know when my toe is going to be completely healed. They are saying
Mm.
within the next couple of weeks, but they don't want me on my feet a lot while it does
Right.
heal.
Yeah.
Right. No,
And
no, no. I can't say too much about it, but I do understand.
yeah,
My
it's
wheelchair is in the garage, so I do understand.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm playing this to the letter. I'm just overwhelmed right now, and I just want my legs back. And I know that's going to take a
Yeah.
bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just needed an outlet to let you guys know what's going on. I just needed an outlet tonight because as I drove my daughter to work and thought about the many ways I could help my family and driving back, and I just go back to that call that was supposed to happen this afternoon, and
Mm.
it didn't, and it is just
What was the job? What were you going to be
direct
doing?
direct service professional working in a group home,
Hmm.
and they offered not only weekly pay but daily pay.
Okay.
I'll reach back out to them tomorrow to see what happens. My wife said I can grab some money, grab some gas. She'll help fill up my car for the next week.
Okay.
So you over by Durham?
No, I'm in Indiana. I
Oh.
lived
All
in
right.
I lived in North Carolina for a while.
Oh, okay.
See,
Okay.
and look in the chat. Here it goes again. You know what? I'm sorry I came up.
Nah, negative. I got you. I'm about to reach out to you. That way you can. It ain't about the whole internet. The whole internet thing. That's just a thing. No,
Yeah.
we do this in real life. Um, brother, I'm here to tell you that there is opportunity. It's the horn of fucking plenty. You can grab as much as you want. But
Mm-hmm.
what I don't want to do is take away from what we did here tonight. Because trust me,
Right.
it was a feat. It was a fucking feat.
I
You
get it.
got the East Coast, you got the other brothers a little further out. So yeah, times didn't match up, and for me,
Mm-hmm.
on 2 o'clock in the goddamn morning. So I'm gonna call it,
Yes.
Yeah.
but I
It's
will.
hitting one here, and I gotta get up and
Yeah.
record. I got to get up and record my show in a few hours so I can make sure I get the Friday show out. But I am
Check it.
just thankful y'all gave me an outlet.
Well, that's what we do. This whole channel is more like talk therapy. If
Mm-hmm.
anything, opportunity, and this was in front of you, but you just may not see it. You know what I'm saying? But what
Hmm.
I will do, I will call you directly. Trust me.
Okay.
Got your number, and we can chop it up, and we can figure out that whole situation because, depending on the way you want to work it, will determine whether you actually physically go to the location and touch it or you don't.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's all up.
Right.
It's
Oh,
all
and to the and to the person in the chat that says I'm always detracting. If I'm always detracting, I wouldn't be asking for ideas to help me get back to work.
well. You ain't got.
It's
Don't worry about that part. That's not the big part. The big part is making sure you get back and you have something substantial, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we do. So don't worry about the chat. Don't worry about other people's thoughts. I'm not taking nothing from the brother that said what he said. But
okay.
at the end of the day, we move like a fucking unit over here.
That's all I need.
All right.
That's all I
So
need.
trust and believe. I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna call you, and we can figure out that whole situations to see how you could be best fit into our program over here.
I
It's not.
appreciate it.
It's simple.
I totally appreciate it.
Not an issue. Not an issue. To my brothers, well, to my other brothers, Mike Reed, much appreciated. Thank you, brother. No news. I appreciate you coming on. I
No
know
problem.
I fucked up the times. I did that. That was all on me. Forgive me, y'all, for making y'all wait this long. But the information is much bigger than any of us, and it's important that it gets out.
Hmm.
Uh, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, shit. For all we got is us.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
All we got.
appreciate it, brother. I will contact you.
I appreciate y'all.
We gonna move. All right.
Thanks for the outlet. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you.
All right. Done.
Thank
All
you.
Y'all
right,
go.
man. Good night.
All
What's up?
right.
All right.
All right, brother.
Another night, another experience. Wow, we're at 2 hours and 12 minutes, y'all. 13 watching, much appreciated. Y'all brothers be easy. And we gonna bring some more. We gonna bring some more. Ain't nothing better than when you put some more relish on it. And that relish is opportunity. It's out here. But let me handle this other business, and yeah, y'all be easy. Y'all have a good one. Peace.